fine.
Absolutely, Mr. King, it certainly does. And all that fine print we'll take care with that, with the signature later on.
Good.
Excellent. You're about to be a very wealthy man, Mr. King.
OK, Henry, you're done for the night. Mr. Webster's been kind enough to book you a room. Here, number 27.
Who do you think you are?
Go.
Miserable cow.
What did you call me?
You heard me.
I'm sorry about that. It didn't seem like much of a celebration without a real drink.
Henry doesn't need another reason to drink.
Well, he's about to become a very wealthy man. I promised him tonight was on me. So, are there any rooms available for the evening?
One on the first floor, one on the second, next to Mr. King's.
Well, the higher the floor, the better the view. Thank you.
Let me do it. Good night, Henry.
Any chance you could take care of that?
Certainly. Henry! Henry, time to check out.
Oh, he hasn't checked out already, has he? We still have some business to finalise.
No, he's still here. He's just decided to have a sleep in. Henry! Henry! Mr. Webster? Would you mind?
Of course.
Thank you so much. Come on, Henry. It's time to rejoin the world. Henry? Henry? Are you all right? Come on, Henry. Henry! Oh, God.
Are you all right? Take it easy, slow down.
Oh, it's okay. I've got you. I've got you. I personally made sure he got in all right. That was 9 o'clock last night. He'd had a few drinks.
He was drunk as a skunk.
Right. And you're the owner of the hotel, Miss Lewis?
That's right. Sergeant, I'm hoping this will all be cleared up quite quickly and quietly.
We'll need some more answers first. Sorry. You are?
I'm Norman Baker. I'm Len's business partner.
And were you staying at the hotel last night?
No. No, we're just here to pick up Len.
She's in through their room.
Right. Thank you, Charlie.
What's happened?
Well, we can't officially talk about that at the moment, but if I could ask you a few questions.
Well, Superintendent Lawson.
Chief Inspector, actually.
Chief Inspector? What have we got? Oscar Morrison.
No, it's Henry King, 40 years old. Owns the hardware store on Grey Street. Might have died in his sleep.
But you don't think so?
Catherine Lewis, the hotel owner. Something doesn't seem right. According to eyewitnesses, they were having an argument in the dining room last night. She saw him to his room about 9 p.m.
And?
And she wasn't seen again until 8 a.m. this morning. Apparently, he's not a very cheerful drunk. And she's the only one with the master key.
And the chair?
It was placed underneath the door handle. We're looking into it.
Very good. Well, muscle stiffness and body temperature might help us determine.
What is it?
Matthew, call an ambulance.
Davis! Davis! Yes. Get an ambulance, yes, sir.
There's a heartbeat.
Matthew, my bag. What am I looking for?
A syringe, adrenaline. Matthew.
Yes. I'm trying.
Time of death, 11:37.
Frog. Clock.
Good. In 1 minute, I'll ask you what those 3 things are again. Lucian.
Matty.
Jesse, this is Dr. Lucian Blake. He's our local police surgeon.
Hello. Quite a bump by the looks of things.
We think Jessie was in an accident, although she can't remember much of it yet.
I can't seem to remember much of anything right now.
Well, give it time.
Excuse me for just a moment. Lucian? Is everything all right?
Yes, just, been a difficult morning.
Have you spoken to Jean? Has she made a decision?
Not that I know of.
Look, I know her family needs her, but Ballarat is her home. She can't just leave.
Matty, this is her decision to make, all right? Now, the patient seems to be doing quite well.
Physically, yes. Mentally, I'm not so sure. Jessie can talk about her childhood. She knows that Robert Menzies is running the country. Just nothing about the accident or a few days before that.
So her long-term memory's intact.
So far, she remembers she takes her tea black with lemon. She doesn't like biscuits, and that she's a smoker. She sent me to buy her some matches. There was a new pack of cigarettes in her pocket.
Now you see addiction. That uses a different part of the brain. She's lucky you found her.
Initial toxicology suggests he'd been drinking. A lot. Dupuytren's contracture, swelling of the abdomen, jaundice. Looks like chronic liver disease.
Excessive use of alcohol over long periods.
But we're looking for signs someone did this.
Well, nothing to suggest he asphyxiated himself. No evidence of him having choked on his own vomit.
So that's a yes.
Yes. His hotel room door was secured from the inside.
There are signs of a struggle here. There's excessive bruising and abrasions on the inside of the mouth.
Yes. Oh, Alice, of course. was smothered.
The cause of death was asphyxiation, regardless of the time frame.
Yes, I know it was murder. I called ahead to the morgue. I wasn't expecting your presence here. If you'd accompany us upstairs, please. This is a police interview. If you are required, I will ask for you. In the meantime, you stay down here. Do I make myself clear?
Hey, I've got a business to run. You're going to be here all day?
Sorry, Mr.
Errol Stott.
Well, Mr. Stott, I'm afraid your customers might have to wait. Excuse me.
I hope you don't think I had anything to do with this, just because of the master key.
You said a chair was used to close the room door. Is that correct?
That's right.
Is there any reason why you initially called the police and not an ambulance?
I thought he was dead.
Where were you between the hours of 9 p.m. last night and 8 a.m. this morning?
I needed a break. I went for a long walk, and then I went to bed.
Anyone see you?
No?
That's unfortunate, Mrs. Lewis.
It's Miss.
Oh. You and the deceased argued earlier last night. What were you arguing about?
I told Henry and Mr. Webster that they'd had too many, that they were cut off for the night. Henry wasn't too pleased about it.
Did you argue with anyone else?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I don't take rubbish from anyone in my hotel. That's not a crime.
Miss Lewis, is there anything else you can tell us about what the deceased and Mr. Webster were doing, what they were talking about?
Only that Mr. Webster said he was about to make Henry a very rich man. I gave out room keys. Henry was in room number 27, and Mr. Webster opted for the room next to King's.
Mr. Webster chose their room?
Yes. He said something about the higher the room, the better the view.
And where is Mr. Webster now?
He's booked another night in the hotel.
And that was the last you saw of either of them that night?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes. I've told you everything that I know. I have.
Did you have anything to do with the death of Henry King?
No.
Thank you, Miss Lewis. That'll be all for now. You didn't think to mention Len Webster to me? He was drinking with Henry King. He chose the room next to the deceased.
Superintendent.
I don't want to hear it. I thought you were better than this. Go back to Len Webster. Get the interview right this time, Inspector. Davis, need you to head to a home in Lynchfield. The main power's been cut to the property.
Wouldn't that require an electrician, sir?
Go. Take a statement.
With respect, Superintendent, Sergeant Davis is a senior officer.
And I'm his commanding officer. I'd focus on Len Webster if I were you. Ah, Blake. Still waiting on your resignation, aren't I?
Has the good doctor formally resigned, Superintendent?
Davis, you were there. Inform the inspector here what was said.
Sorry, sir. I didn't hear anything.
I see. We'll make this more formal from now on, shall we?
Lucien. How are you? All the better for seeing you, Doug. What are you doing here?
Catherine Lewis's parents are old friends of mine. I'm here to make sure Catherine is all right.
And is she?
She'll survive. She's a tough girl. Matthew Lawson is back, I gather.
And how would you know that?
And I can also tell you that most of last night's guests have checked out. They're rattled. And that most of the staff are now off cleaning rooms until 2 p.m. or thereabouts. And I can also tell you that one Henry King spent far too much time here with a drink in his hand.
You don't miss a trick, do you?
Once a policeman, Lucien.
Always good to see you, Doc.
And you.
I was hoping Mr. King would sell me his hardware store. Made for the perfect site for our new gun emporium. But now, with King having passed, it made the decision a lot more complicated.
You must have been quietly confident he'd sell if you're already celebrating. You paid for the drinks last night. You also able to pay for Mr. King's room.
Well, Norm and I had been tracking King's business.
And Mr. Baker, your business partner.
That's right. We weren't sure that King would sell initially.
But you had a plan, didn't you? You book him into a room, you get him blind drunk, and try and get him to sign the papers last night.
Yes, actually.
And where were you in all this, Mr. Baker?
I was letting Len do the heavy lifting.
You were going to open a gun emporium. There's already a gun shop a few doors down from Mr. King. Errol Stott's place.
There is. But competition's a good thing, isn't it?
You going to stay in town another night?
Yes, but in a different room. Someone died, Inspector. Right next door to me.
Excuse me if I may. Is this the only reason you're in Ballarat?
We had attended a memorial earlier that morning.
My daughter.
Mr. Baker, forgive me, I am so very sorry.
She passed away a while ago. Time doesn't make it any easier.
What did you do after the memorial?
Oh, I checked into the hotel. We had lunch. Basically waited for my meeting with Mr. King.
What time was that?
About 5:30. Mr. King was running late. Said he was coming straight from a meeting at the church hall.
Thanks, Bill. That's great. Sounds like things are going well. Anyone else like to share with the group?
I'm coming up to 18 months without alcohol now, and I'm having trouble with the 8th step.
Well, Errol, the 8th step demands an honesty about our relations with other people and with God. It allows us to start forgiving others and then in turn to be forgiven by them.
Which is impossible. See, my problem is I know I should be able to forgive, but I can't. I just can't.
Forgiveness isn't easy.
I know.
Welcome. Pull up a chair.
But I should be able to forgive people for nearly putting me out of business, for almost ruining my life. How do you forgive that?
We can still forgive people long after they've gone.
Quite honestly, how can we even begin to forgive others when we can't forgive ourselves?
As a new participant, would you like to share with the group?
Hello. And my name is Lucien.
We're closed.
I happened to be at the meeting earlier.
Yeah. I saw you at the station this morning. You're a copper.
Well, police surgeon, actually. I'm just trying to find out a little bit more about Henry King. I understand
You were both acquainted?
Acquainted? Call it whatever you want.
There's suspicion surrounding his death.
Think I don't know that?
Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to hurt Mr. King?
You mean would I hurt him?
Well, with him deceased, out of the way as it were, what would happen to his store?
Don't know, don't care. Won't be sold to that Len Webster bloke any time too soon, though.
But what if he had sold?
I wasn't involved in his death, much as I wanted to be.
Mr. Stott, tell me the truth about what happened to Henry King.
Why not, eh? Yes. I did go to the hotel that night. I knew Henry would be in his regular room, the room he always used when he couldn't drive home. I knocked on his door. Even had this with me, in the back. Tried to open the door, and it was locked. Even tried shouldering and it wouldn't budge. That party hadn't been across the hall. I might have held my nerve. But I didn't.
If you'd like to go through with the constable, thank you, Mr. Stott. I would not put it past him to kill a man.
Yes. Thing is, I just don't know if he killed our man.
You went to visit Mr. Stott on your own last night. What did you think you were doing?
Getting answers.
You do realise that every step we take is being watched. We're trying to seek a conviction.
You be careful, you're starting to sound like you know who.
Process, Blake. Do things the right way.
Good to have you back, Matthew.
Doctor, a word.
Superintendent.
I'm hearing reports you fronted up to an AA meeting last night, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And you've been officially cautioned more than once about drinking on the job, haven't you?
Please.
If you think I'm going to let your actions reflect poorly upon this police station and upon me, you are sorely mistaken. Know that this isn't just the kind of thing that could cost you your role here. If I have my way, you will lose your license to practice.
Is that right? Will there be anything else today, William?
You're out of my station. Now.
I know you told me so.
Mr. Stott said something in there that might interest you. Turns out that you and Catherine Lewis have something in common.
And what's that?
Well, according to Errol, she was supposed to be at that AA meeting too.
Yes, I'm a reformed alcoholic.
And Henry King, were you two involved?
Don't be daft. I was his sponsor. But he was beyond help. He was delusional. Oh, he threatened to tell people about me, about my past. Before I took over the family hotel, I lived in Melbourne for a while. Well, let's just say I did some things that I'm not proud of. I made some bad choices.
And you told him all of this?
Yes, we're supposed to be open with one another, and I thought it would help. It didn't.
Catherine, when did Henry start drinking?
Well, he's always enjoyed a drink, but he told me it was around 10 years ago that it got worse.
And what happened to him 10 years ago?
Well, his business nearly collapsed.
I see. Just one more thing, if I may. That chair.
Yes, what about it?
Well, did Henry ever mention being scared of anyone, someone who may have wanted to harm him?
No, I don't think so.
You said he stayed here on occasion. Do you know
Would he always prop that chair up against the door?
No, it was the first time I've ever known him to do it.
How do you know?
Because most mornings he was here, I would have to go in and wake him up.
Right, now, first of all...
Why are you all in there? It's almost dinner.
Jean, just in time. Come in. We're trying to solve a puzzle.
I'm not sure there's enough room in there.
We're trying to work out how someone got in or out of a room with a chair wedged under the door handle. Like this, I'll show you. Like that.
So there was no other real evidence in the room?
There was a matchbook on a sideboardy little table thing. Top of it was torn. No idea why. Now, how did Henry King's killer get in?
Through the panels in the wall?
Ah, even if there was a way through the walls, the rooms on either side were occupied at the time.
What about the window?
Good idea, Charlie. Too high, no reasonable point of entry, and also no ledge outside, yes.
Through the floorboards?
There was no evidence to suggest that they'd been tampered with, and also there was reasonably new carpet in the room.
What about the roof?
The what?
The roof!
Hang on! Did you say the roof? It's a good idea. Lawson and I checked it out. There was really no way to get down, nothing to secure to lower yourself down to the second floor. I'll tell you what, though, hang on a minute. Oh, no. Not enough space above or below the door for any sort of tie or rope, you see?
So what if King didn't put the chair there? What if his killer got inside, did the job, got out, and got the chair in place from outside in the hallway? I don't know. How would you manage that?
Charlie, I have no idea.
Oh! You two out.
Thank you, Matty. Thank you, Charlie. Jean, I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be joining you. I'd like to spend the night at the hotel. I think if I spend some time there, it might help.
Well, if that's what you feel you have to do.
Yes, thank you.
Telling me why you felt the need to call me at midnight?
Come on in, Matthew. And please, take a seat on the end of the bed there. Right.
It's your Morrison.
Yeah. An important Australian colonial artist. A wonderful colour. Best of all, his use of light and shade. Tremendous shadow work.
Is that all?
Well, there's something unusual going on here, something you wouldn't typically find in a Morrison painting. Here in the bottom corner, that's a hole. Something has gone clean through it.
Oh, that's a fresh bullet hole.
Yes.
There's no gunpowder residue, which means it's exited through here, which means it was shot from the next room. Plaster is easy enough to shoot through, but where's the bullet?
Not here. Honestly, I searched high and low before I called you. Thing is, Matthew, if we can't find the bullet anywhere in here, And there's a slim chance, a very slim chance, it may still be in Henry King.
Right, well, first things first. Follow me. I'm sorry for the intrusion, sir. I'm with the Ballarat Police. We need to take a look in this room.
Matthew, look here. Oh, toothpaste.
It's Garner, is it you? This was fired from close range.
Yes. Obviously someone was trying to mask the evidence.
Len Webster. This was his room. Blake.
Ah, chewing gum.
30 cal. Don't ask me what it was fired from, though. I mean, who leaves the case behind but plugs up a hole in the wall? I'm sorry, sir, this is now a crime scene. I'm going to have to ask you to move.
Here's hoping we don't find a bullet. I don't want to get the sack having just quit. Did you happen to see the ashtray in that adjoining hotel room? There wasn't one in Henry King's room.
If Webster wanted to shoot King, why do it through a wall?
I have absolutely no idea.
Does this ever get to you?
Well, it's the how that makes it mechanical. A way of distancing myself, really.
Must make it easier then if you're considering digging up your own mother.
Not you too. And that's precisely the reason I need to do it, Matthew, because she's my mother. What about you? You haven't told me a damn thing about what happened in Melbourne.
Oh, now's not the time, is it?
It's not going to get any more private than this.
Well, I was accused of several counts of corruption. One special branch hearing after another.
They couldn't make anything stick.
No. They were going to sack me one way or another, though.
So what did you do?
Pull a rabbit out of the hat, with Charlie's help.
Our Charlie?
I did, however, remain a can of worms, so they demoted me and hoped the humiliation would drive me out.
Really? Well, they didn't know you very well, did they?
Nope. Now here I am.
Well, I can tell you, no bullet. Henry King wasn't shot, and thank heaven for that.
Munro's still going to want to know where this came from, though.
An M1 carbine.
How stupid do you have to be to leave a case behind?
Gun automatically ejects it.
You stock these, don't you? The M1 carbine?
Any bloke in Ballarat who does.
You kill Henry King?
When I was younger, if I'd had a drink in me, I might have done it. But not now.
Yeah, just the usual. Thanks, mate. Thanks.
You think that if I start digging that I can't make a case against you, Mr. Storm? I know you had access to an M1. You knew King was planning to sell his business and put you under. And you've admitted you visited King's room that night.
We'd like to know how you got into that hotel room.
Any other services you provide here?
Well, you asking me questions you already know the answers to.
So I can tell if you're lying.
I cut keys as well.
So you could have got into King's hotel room, cut a new key, murdered Henry King, propped a chair behind the door on your way out.
Mate, I own a gun store. I'm not bloody Houdini.
If you didn't fire that gun, then who did, Mr. Storm?
I'm telling you, I don't know. But I can give you a list of people I sold an M1 to.
Yes, I purchased an M1 carbine from that store. Normally, I would have never drunk that much. The gun firing was a complete accident.
What happened when it went off, Mr. Webster?
The bullet went clean through the wall. I knew there was a chance that I had shot Mr. King. I waited for someone to report the sound at least, but well, there was so much noise in the hallway that no one seemed to have noticed. The next day I heard that Henry had suffocated. He wasn't shot. I figured the bullet had missed him and no one seemed to have noticed.
And you covered the hole with toothpaste.
Hang on a moment. You didn't cover the hole, did you?
Norman Baker of Castlemaine, Victoria.
I need you to be honest with us this time. Were you in the hotel the night Henry King died?
Yes.
Mr. Baker, why didn't you mention this earlier?
Because in a few more questions, you're going to find out that I was there when the rifle went off. And then you'll find some way to implicate me in the murder of Henry King, and as you can appreciate, I didn't really want that. So hopefully my honesty now will count for something. But I did not touch that gun. I was just there when it went off.
And then?
And then I went home.
Is there anyone who can verify that, Mr. Baker?
No. I live on my own.
Did you attempt to kill Mr. King by shooting or suffocation?
No, I did not.
Lucian, you just missed Mattie. That girl Jessie, she remembers being in town to visit her father.
Thank you. So she's from out of town, that's something.
And Mrs. Pryor just rang. She wants to make an appointment in 2 weeks for a follow-up. What do you want me to do?
Well, what would you normally do?
Well, I'm not booking anyone beyond the end of next week because, well...
Of course, then yes, please do book her in.
Right. I'll let her know.
Thank you.
Oh, any news on Henry King?
Almost too much, in fact. No logic to any of it. What I'd like to know is what happened to him 10 years ago.
Why 10 years ago?
I'm told that's when he started drinking heavily. And perhaps there's something he wanted to forget. Catherine Lewis seems to think his declining business was the problem.
Oh. Well, uncertainty in your job is a real worry for people.
Jean, you know you'll always have a job here.
Will Sir be having another?
No, thank you, Sis.
And will there be anything else this afternoon, sir?
No, I don't think. Actually, Sis, you may be able to help me with something. Did you know Henry King?
I knew of him, sir.
His drinking, I was told, got fairly, shall we say, out of hand about a decade ago. Something to do with his business.
His business?
Specifically that his store was failing.
Begging your pardon, sir, but Mr. King didn't own his hardware store back then. He was a builder.
A builder, you say? And that drove him to the bottle?
Well, no, sir. It was something else entirely. Tragedy, really.
Catherine, we need to talk. You told me Henry King's failing business was the reason he started drinking heavily. That's not quite right, is it?
There was an accident on the job. Somebody died, a customer. People said that Henry was so desperate for a drink, he ran off the job without a second thought to safety.
Who was the victim?
I don't know, Henry never said. Only that it was a place out at Castlemaine.
Mr. Baker, I'm Sergeant Davis, and you know Dr. Blake. Sorry to bother you. I'd like to ask you a few more questions, if that's all right.
Yes, Mr. Baker, if you don't mind, we'd like to know a little bit more about your dear daughter who passed away.
She was 8. My little girl. I thought she was playing in her bedroom.
Henry King was retiling the roof.
He went off for a drink about lunchtime. Didn't batten down the tiles properly. They came loose.
And you blamed him for the accident?
He was to blame.
So, why do business with him now?
I didn't kill Henry King. But that's not to say I didn't want to leave him with nothing.
You wanted to go into business with him, effectively to destroy him.
Buying his business meant that he wouldn't need to be sober. And I could watch him fall apart. Just like my family did. I lost my youngest daughter. And then soon after, my wife and I separated. And then my eldest daughter moved away.
Your eldest daughter?
Yes. She was here a few days back for the memorial at the family plot at West Wendouree. Then we had lunch at the Royal.
Obviously, she's from out of town.
Yes. She drove back to Bendigo the same day.
You must miss her.
Yes. It's my youngest daughter's name.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. I'm sure Sergeant Davis will be in touch if we have any further questions.
And you're saying this man is my father?
I think so, yes. Norman Baker, does that ring a bell?
Yes, that's him.
Good, good. Now, you both attended a memorial on the day of your accident.
In the morning.
Yes, that's right. And after the memorial, you had lunch together at the Royal Hotel.
Yeah, Dad picked it, I think.
Can you remember the hotel?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Right. Well, here's what I think happened. I think you drove away from the hotel, heading for your home in Bendigo, and you crashed your car.
It's cream, my car. It's a cream Holden.
Excuse me?
The memorial, it was for my sister.
Yes, that's right. Now, do you remember her name?
Yes. Jessie.
No, that's your name, remember?
No, it's not my name. It's hers.
Is it possible you've been remembering your sister's name rather than your own?
When Jessie died, Dad sometimes would call me by her name. Eventually, I just stopped correcting him.
So what's your name?
Anna.
I'll call your father, let him know where you are and that he can come and pick you up.
So the girl was inside that hotel and now her memories are starting to return.
Seems that way, yes.
Both know that Norm Baker didn't have an alibi. Plenty of motive, according to you.
Did Anna know her father was doing a deal with Henry King?
The man who killed her sister. I think she was involved in the business deal.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't feel right, though, does it? The chair. What if the killer never left the room at all?
Hang on, Charlie.
Doc, boss, there's something you should probably see.
And that's the name of the specialist. I want you to see in Bendigo.
I'll make sure she does.
Thanks so much, Maddie.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad you're all right.
Anna, I have a couple of last-minute questions I'd like to ask you, if that's all right, before you're discharged.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, thank you. Tell me, what does the name Henry King mean to you?
He's the man who killed Jesse. It's his fault it happened. It was a long time ago now.
You see, we need to know what happened between you saying goodbye to your father after lunch and you leaving the hotel. I imagine you bought some cigarettes.
I did, yes.
But you didn't have any matches, remember? You had to ask Miss O'Brien to purchase some for you here in the hospital.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. I don't remember that at all.
I think you do.
All right, that's enough. We're leaving.
Retrograde amnesia, which is what you've been exhibiting, is the inability to remember things that happened before a particular trauma, in this case, your accident. Now, anterograde amnesia, which you do not have, is when you can't learn or remember anything new.
I don't claim to understand how memory works, Dr. Blake.
You're lying, Anna.
Now, just a minute.
You're lying to me, lying to Miss O'Brien. You've been lying the whole time. This is what I think happened. You went upstairs at the Royal Hotel. It wouldn't have been difficult to work out which room was Mr. King's. In fact, the rooms are unlocked during the afternoons while the staff clean. You went into room 27 and you hid. You hid under the bed.
Lucien.
No. And you waited. You were ever so patient. You waited for Mr. King to return. And eventually, he passed out. And then you smothered him with a cushion. Annie, no.
I did it because you couldn't. I wanted him dead and you just wanted to see him broken. It wasn't enough. I panicked. All these noises coming from the hallway, people coming and going. Somebody knocking on the door.
Errol stopped.
So I used a chair to bar it shut. They left. I waited. I thought I'd managed to find the courage to leave. And then there was a gunshot. I didn't know what to do. So I hid under the bed. The longer I was there, the harder it was to leave. I froze.
You were still there next morning. When Catherine Lewis and Len Webster found the body, they left to call the police.
They left the door open. And I ran. got in the car. And I was gone.
You took the cushion and the ashtray, didn't you?
It's always supposed to look like natural causes.
But you hadn't planned on the car crash, Sergeant Davis. We found your car, Miss Baker. Sergeant Davis also found these nearby. Miss Baker, I'm arresting you for the murder of Henry King. Anything you say can be written down and used against you in evidence.
Yes. What now, Inspector?
I've tried words. I think you're more a man of actions. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'd say that that's you, the Commissioner of Police, and Mick Froggy Morgan. Strange, don't you think, that two such high-ranking police officers should be drinking with the most wanted man in the state? Your friends in Melbourne were very happy to see this.
Besides them, who else knows about this?
Myself and Blake.
Special branch know where you got this photo from?
Not yet.
So?
Well, we've both shown our hands.
And what happens now?
Now it's a game of who cracks first.
You were keeping Lawson informed the whole time, weren't you? He even found that photograph. Thank you, Charlie.
Anytime, Doc.
And you were right. It wasn't in any textbook.
Oh, Matty. Yeah, it was impossible for you to know.
You knew. I didn't even consider that she was faking.
Our patients. They, Gee. Sometimes we want to believe everything they tell us in spite of ourselves.
Jean, why don't you take my place? I'm going to bed. Good night.
Night, Matty.
Whiskey? Now, that's not your usual.
No, but I thought I might need some extra courage.
You've made your decision, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Well, good night, Lucia.
Good night, Jean.